Welcome to Pink Beer Corner. I'm your host, Natalie. I'm joined today with Scott, Jacob, and David. And this is the two Craft Cascade guys. Well, this one is, and this is, he's a new guy.
I'm an auxiliary.
Yeah, that's a good word, auxiliary, nice. Yeah. And then you know this guy from like the first episode. This is my former boss, constant weirdo. So today we're gonna be drinking some beer.
My business card says.
Does it? Your business card is pretty great. It doesn't say former boss.
Former boss.
I don't know if actually.
I just handed it to like former boss of what?
Just
figure it out, bro.
You put that on your resume too?
If you don't know, then you don't know.
It's like 5 years experience, constant weirdo.
Cool. So what are we starting with today?
So we're gonna drink some beer.
Okay.
A couple shows we've been drinking not beer, but so this is definitely beer today.
Cool.
So this is actually a beer I made. I made it actually. I made this one live on the Facebooks, which was hysterical. If anybody actually watched that, it was me and you basically. It was,
I was one of them.
Yeah, it was pretty delightfully awkward.
10 people enjoyed that a lot.
Mostly it was just me talking to myself, which really isn't any different than usual.
Right.
So I just had to like look into a phone, and then I was like, why am I doing this live? I can't play like games now. I have to like talk to the phone.
So totally, you should check it out.
It was really great. It's super quality material. So this is a rhubarb strawberry cream ale. I kind of fashioned it off of. I used to live in England, and one of the hard candies, or a boiled sweet, was known as a strawberry rhubarb cream candy, and so I kind of fashioned it off of this. I can't really remember what the grain bill was because I was really tired when I made this at like 10 in.
She was just completely drunk when she made this.
Yeah. I was also drunk and very, very tired. So, and then to make it more pink, because I was not happy with how the color was, so it wasn't quite pink enough, I actually added about 5 red roses from my garden into the boil.
That's pretty cool.
And it adds like a little bit of rose note, but it just adds so much more color, and I think that's a really fun way to add color that's natural without adding too much weird flavor.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, it smells like like pie, like Jolly Ranchers. You know, kind of got like a lot of fruit.
This is my first time trying it too. So.
But rhubarb is kind of an earthy sweet, right? It's like a starchy almost, or
it's a bit tart.
I don't think I've ever eaten a rhubarb or seen one.
We had a rhubarb plant in our backyard when I was living in Montana. My mom made pie a couple times, and
because I know it always like you can sweeten it, or it is sweet. I don't know.
No, it's not sweet. It's really tart.
You don't want to eat also.
It's actually incredibly astringent. If you eat it by itself, it's incredibly astringent.
You only want to eat the stems because the leaves are poisonous.
It's a nightshade. It's one of the nightshades. So I did. But yeah, so strawberry rhubarb is a really big combination that everybody does all the time if you have the luxury of having rhubarb nearby, because it usually just grows in the colder weather. So it's very tart, and I find rhubarb actually is a very floral flavor as well. It's tart and floral, and so it matches really well with strawberries.
Yeah.
And I thought it would nice.
Little roses in there is kind of cool too.
Yeah,
I think it's a neat way to, extract color.
This is really well balanced. Like there's a little bit of sweetness, but it's not overwhelming. A little bit of tartness, but it's also not overwhelming.
And then if you like,
nice kind of dry finish as well.
Yeah. Once the fruit passes, it really just finishes like a cream ale.
Yeah.
It's got some kind of corny.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Well done. Well done. Jolly good.
Yay! It doesn't suck.
I like to judge these beers based off of how refreshing it makes me feel after I've had several sips.
Yeah.
Especially since it's like 90 or 100 today.
100 million degrees.
Yeah, we're all melting. I don't know if you can see. John, get that zoom in. You see our faces melting.
No, not on mine though. Don't.
Student post.
Don't zoom on this.
Add glycerin to all of it.
We're melting, and this beer is really...
We're just like 90s grunge rock, and then followed by 2000s. We're in a field of snake man. But yeah, this is really refreshing.
I'm really happy. I was kind of nervous, just because whenever I add fruit to beer, it always before you carb it and when you're just in the middle of brewing it and you're smelling it, it always smells so freaking weird.
Yeah.
Because the fruit is just like, hey, I'm fermenting. Also, I'm rotting.
Right.
But I because you're speaking about how beers go through a weird phase. Cream ales do go through that weird phase where they're like, ooh, I smell super gross right now.
Right. Especially if you use corn and they smell like an off-flavor DMS, which is like cream corn.
Yeah.
And sometimes cream ales have a good amount of corn. It tastes good. It doesn't smell like cream corn.
Yeah.
But sometimes DMS is a natural fermentation thing. So you smell that and you think, oh God,
What have I done?
Because this one is basically as simple as it gets when we moved to that one. And that went through that phase where I was just like, oh dear God. But you know, it clears up.
And then all you have to do is you warm it up, then you go and cold crash it, and you let it condition cold, and then you lose all of that. And so, but it's in that middle phase where you're like, is this good? Oh my God. So I was nervous and scared, but now this is my first time drinking it, and I'm actually really happy. And this is going to be on tap here at Sanctum tonight, actually. Cool. Well, not when you see this. Yeah, so it's going to be on tap.
I might have to make a return trip then.
Yeah, so now I'm pouring
You gotta call me out like that.
Scott's beer, well, Sanctum beer. Sanctum, Scott, tell me.
Beers are my beers.
I'm like, my hands are stuck.
Okay. So this is as far as
That could be disastrous.
as far as the grain bill goes, it's you know, like cheap and simple.
You know,
this
bread
is
crusts
like
and
American
graham
two-row
crackers.
Just like me.
And
You're made of all two-row.
yeah, this beer's a basic batch. It's just American two-row and flake corn.
You should have called it yoga pants then.
And then, so this isn't.
It's a good beer.
There's a lot of, and then by the way, so what you're smelling is just a large amount of Citra in the whirlpool, which was the one and only hops that ever touched the beer. So there was no bittering, no dry hop. So it keeps it actually pretty economical to get like a pretty damn good nose for no dry hop, I think.
Yeah, this smells like candy.
This is lovely.
It's like, it smells like.
And then this definitely has, I think, probably a higher percentage of corn because it doesn't finish as crisp. It's got more of a corn sweetness, which isn't, I mean, it's still damn refreshing, I think. But, you know, that one was really effervescent and had like a nice crisp bite. So side by side, I actually think yours was actually way more refreshing. But this is almost like a session IPA.
Yeah,
this is,
you know,
this seems
it's not
like
as bitter. It's not as bitter, but it's definitely got like a lot of hop flavor and aroma. So.
this seems like something I'd want to have in like, you know, like a warm fall day.
Yeah.
Because like it kind of has it's not quite like a Kolsch, but it has a similar mouthfeel.
Yeah.
It's a very different flavor profile, but the mouthfeel tastes.
It's very similar to like a Pilsner.
Yeah, and that's what's funny about like cream ales because they're kind of like the quick and fast version of like you know, a lager, an adjunct lager, because you can kind of get some of those flavors from just adding corn. And this was in no way, this was not a complicated fermentation. So there's a lot of interpretation on how to ferment a cream ale. We just did straight up American ale yeast. But I really like this as a summer beer too. Like, I agree. I think the mouthfeel, that's probably just from like a little too much corn, which it was still only probably 10%.
I think it's just right.
Yeah, I like it, but I'm just saying it could have been more crisp.
Crisp and refreshing.
Could have been real crisp, you know what I mean? And maybe that's just,
but
it might be slightly undercarb.
This is a great like.
Well, that happens.
Yeah, but this would be exactly what I want in like
It could have
September,
a little bit
October.
more carb on it, but this is definitely like an outside, and it's called
Go Outside.
Go Outside.
By the way, this is how hard beers are to name, like on a professional scale, because everybody names all the names. So we were literally like, what do you want to do? Like, you know, you're outside, you're in the sunshine. So we're like thinking of sunshine names, because we have a beer called Solar. So it was like, and then it was just like, why don't we just call it Go Outside with an exclamation point? like, what do you want to do with this beer? Go outside.
No, go outside. You do. I mean, like, this is.
Now, are you telling your customers, like, go outside? You have that beer? Get out.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
But no alcohol beyond this point.
Are you inside drinking that beer?
Get out.
Faux pas.
Security.
So this is super delicious. I would absolutely drink this outside, or on a lawnmower.
Or inside.
I'd rather drink it inside today.
I'd
rather be inside.
Rather drink it
In a
Amazingly
hammock
hot.
between two sycamore trees.
Yeah, it's very
specific.
It's very
Next to the Bitterroot River in Montana.
And we're out.
And on that note, I think basically go outside, come to Sanctum, have some of this beer.
Both beers.
Both beers, all the beers.
Yep.
Well, my beer might not be here on that time, but basically,
This isn't live.
this is not live.
It's dead.
We don't have the funds for live. Jesus. Oh, I know we do. Shut up, John.
Like, it's free. You just like press a button on Facebook.
Yeah, but then they get all of this nonsense, and nobody wants all this nonsense.
I kind of.
John's gonna edit all of this out, so don't worry, it's fine.
He'll make a separate video.
John's
And just take my hands off.
We could. You wouldn't know.
He's not wearing pants anyway,
None of us
so
are
it's
wearing
fine.
pants right now.
And on that note,
That is actually true. I'm not
been
wearing
Scott.
pants.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Natalie, for having us.
Thanks.
So that's it. That's it, guys. We're done. Thanks for coming on my show. So like, subscribe us, like, subscribe them's Craft
Come over to our
Cascade.
channel, watch our episode with Natalie.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm over there.
Yeah.
I'm being super awkward there
And
too.
we're gonna
so
have
it's fine.
another one out soon with her. So.
Oh yeah, because we did two.
too.
I wasn't drunk. It's fine.
I'm not drunk now.
Oh, you may.